So I watched the Meghan Markle and Harry interview on Oprah last night. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I couldn't get through the whole thing. I was very bored watching a rich white man and a rich black esque woman talk about their rich interracial problems. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. You know. But I did watch a lot of it, and I did read, quotes and excerpts online about the interview. Honestly, it's what I thought it would be. It was had some interesting reveals. I don't really think it did them any favors. I think there were some interesting things revealed, like about the baby, the comments about Archie, about questioning whether he'd be dark. I think they made a mistake jumping to the conclusion that he was now. Okay, here's the thing: he was not offered a prince title, which I did not know. I thought they did not choose one for him, so that was interesting. I think they made a mistake jumping to the conclusion that he was not offered one because of his race or his. Yes, it's an intelligent it's an intelligent, fair hypothesis, obviously, because of all the racism that was aimed at them. But I think when you're dealing with this type of situation, especially with white people, how they like to use technicalities and burden of proof against you. I think you need to be really careful when you state things without having actual proof of them. In their situation, I don't think it was wise to state that he didn't get a prince title because of his race if they did not absolutely have proof, because that could so easily be used against them. So strategically, I think that was a mistake to say that. The other thing is, I thought it was interesting that it was actually Kate who made Meghan cry and not the other way around, like was being reported. When I say interesting, I mean interesting for them and their boring Caucasian life. I don't mean interesting in like reality. Interesting is like getting a $10,000 electrical bill, like the people in Texas. Like this is not this this is not so interesting, but the other, and I say it didn't do them any, the interview ultimately didn't do them any favors, I say, because really I don't think the information that was given outweighed being exposed in an interview like that. In other words, I think Harry came off, I thought they came off a little bit more daft than what I thought they were. Like Harry's complaining about having to spend his millions of dollars of inheritance from Diana, and poor him, he had to take Netflix deals. Okay, I wish I had that kind of misfortune. And I think that the cherry on the sundae was Meghan, the Little Mermaid analogy that she made. Did you guys see that? She said, she's like, I was watching The Little Mermaid and I realized, oh my God, she meets a prince and has to give up her voice. And then Oprah's like co-signing, Oprah co-signed and is like, and she gets it back at the end. She's like, yes, she gets it back. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. The interview did not really do them any favors, in my opinion. I think it highlighted the reality that these are rich. This is a rich white man and a rich black-esque woman. And I don't, and I can't even say first world. This is beyond first world, royal world problems. I was sympathetic about her feeling suicidal. I did not buy for even one moment, not 1 second, that she did not do any research or know what she was getting into, at least on paper. Of course, once you're actually in it, I'm sure it's like way more than what. But I don't believe for one day, one moment, that she did not go in with basic knowledge about about the restrictions of royal life. The restrictions of royal life have been known for generations, especially since Diana. I refuse to believe that she did no research, that she didn't know anything about what royal life would be like. There's regular people on the street who are royalists who could tell you what royal life would be. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe Harry did not go, did not prompt her. I refuse to believe that she did not do any research. If Fergie is willing to teach you how to curtsy, you expect me to believe that your husband didn't do any prompting, didn't do any preparation, anything to prepare you for royal life. It doesn't make sense. So that part did not make sense and did not sound sincere. I don't believe her when she says that she didn't know anything going in. All in all, I think that I have no doubt that does not. I think he's actually downplaying his tensions with his family. I refuse to believe that your father could cheat on your mom. She dies, and you marry the mistress right in front of your son's face, and he doesn't feel any type of way. Like, I understand that he said they weren't speaking, and now they are, but I think I'm very skeptical of how close they actually are. At the end of the day, he was willing to hop over to a completely different continent. There's just not, whatever. I think Harry's actually downplaying how distant he is from his family, which is fine. I mean, that's just whatever. But all in all, like I said, I don't think the interview did them any favors. I think they ended up looking way more daft than they otherwise would have. I would have loved to see them when they came here. I was really hoping they would live more like, privileged couple. I liked how they moved, even though I know they were a hot mess behind the scenes. JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. I loved how, I mean, they were hounded all the time by Paps anyway, but I loved how they operated. Like, they were kind of this, really elegant, kind of discreet, a little bit mysterious couple. I would have loved to see that energy from Harry and Meghan. I think what was tricky is that, Carolyn and JFK Jr., they could just be kind of walking on the street in New York, surrounded by thousands. In New York, you're surrounded by thousands of people at any given moment in a normal climate. Pre-COVID, school lets out, there's thousands of kids on the sidewalk at a time. That's New York. I think in where they are in wherever they are, where are they, LA or something, I don't know, some place where there's massive compounds and there's no really walking on the street kind of thing, right? Where they are, they live in a massive compound, and COVID restrictions on top of that, everybody's masked up. So I think this what I'm getting to is that this pandemic revealed people who are actually interested in living discreetly and people who are looking for attention, right? Because in this climate, a celebrity, to be noticed and to get attention, they really have to go out of their way to be noticed and get attention because of the masks restrictions, the people not really wanting to go out like that, all the closing. So you're this pandemic is really revealing who wants to be seen and who genuinely doesn't want to be seen, right? And my feeling is that Harry and Meghan really want to be seen. I really think they would have fared better being that JFK Jr., Carolyn Bessette type, discreet, elegant. I hate the word classy, but we'll just say classy couple. They're really coming off, and Harry all but said he has to do these deals, these Netflix deals and all this because he needs the money. He's burning through his inheritance. So they're definitely going to be that look at me couple. They're definitely going to be that couple. I don't buy everything that they were shilling last night. I am sympathetic to the miscarriage, to the feeling of being overwhelmed, suicidal, and all that. I don't believe that Meghan dragged Harry across the pond. I believe fully that he has been looking to get away for some time. I always got a sense that he had one foot out the door. But again, I don't think this interview did anything for them. I really don't. So let me know down below what you thought of the interview. How did you feel about Meghan's? I've never seen anyone say something that dumb but she had like the profundity of like Einstein when he came up with his theory of relativity. Like she had that type of thought process going on when she compared herself to Ariel and then Oprah co-signing. And it was just so amusing to me, and she really thought it was deep. I mean, this is kind of like the bananas incident all over again. She really is a Hollywood actress, brain wise. I don't. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below.